Hey, creative ones, it's Melissa D'Antoni. I'm live here in the studio. Got a little bit of a cold, lots of releasing going on. Maybe you can relate with this full moon. We had a huge energetic release. If you're here, say hello. So today, day 3 of harvesting the gifts of your ancestry. I want to talk about the karmic pattern that I see often that runs in families and that I hear about so much from clients. It is a reoccurring, I think it's pretty much true, evident in every family dynamic and every, hey Sam, great to see you. I see it in every family line that I've worked with, and it's usually it's a pretty common pattern. So what is at the root of secrets and lies, and why do people, especially in families, hide things, right? So what's really going on here? And if this resonates for you, please make a comment. Please share, give some thumbs up, some hearts. I think it's really important when we're doing this work to have a lot of compassion, to be really open. Again, this is not about blaming your ancestors. This is about coming to it with a wider perspective of compassion and bringing all of these patterns into the light of love and consciousness so they can be evolved. Hi, Lindsay. Great to see you here. So what are the karmic patterns? So usually, we've been talking about karmic patterns are essentially patterns of trauma, right? So trauma that gets creates an imprint energetically, and that, unless it goes unresolved, gets passed down. Well, think about trauma is usually at the root of a secret or a lie or what's really going on at the root of secrets and lies. It's a form of betrayal, right? Where we somehow, maybe someone betrayed themselves, or there was some form of betrayal, and the pain was so unbearable that there had to be a secret. It had to be kept swept under the rug in order to continue. That person or family member or ancestor could not handle the intensity of the pain, did not have the internal resources, hi Amir Beth, to really heal the trauma, speak about it openly. And usually that comes from, let's be honest with it, not having the inner resources or the inner tools, which we do now, because if you're watching this video, you have those tools now available. Right? You can always book a karmic assessment with me too. We can talk about how to release this. It doesn't take years of therapy. You can do it very, very quickly if you have the right perspective and if you have the right guide and you're doing it on a multidimensional level, right? So really important to remember that, yeah? So when we're looking at these karmic patterns, especially secrets and lies, the heart of it is betrayal and obviously deep, deep trauma, right? So the person that creates the secret or the lie cannot function with the truth for whatever reason. So always the gift and the lesson when there are patterns of secrets and lies is to get to the truth, and also to grow our level of acceptance and compassion for our humanity and for life. And sometimes shitty things happen, and to remove the blame shame game and kind of evolve. If we're going to evolve this pattern, hi Charlene, it's really, really important that we start telling the truth, and we do it from the heart, and we do our own inner work from a place of love and acceptance. So when people are telling you the truth, I had this experience this morning actually, and somebody was telling me some truth, and it made me sick in my stomach, and I had to be grateful to this person for actually speaking the truth rather than to keep it from me, even though it made me uncomfortable. So I took responsibility for my own sense of discomfort. I expressed it, and then I let it go. And I was moved into gratitude, because I'm would much rather live in the discomfort of the truth, in the light of truth, right? Than in the sort of shame and secrecy of lies and betrayal, right? Who can resonate with this? Is this speaking to you? Let me know. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. I'd love to hear from you guys about, if this resonates for you. Hi Hi, Granville. Hi, Mar. Hi, guys. And so what do you need to know to free yourself from this pattern? You have to be willing to receive the truth. You have to ask questions. You have to be willing to receive the truth, and you have to be willing to do that deeper soul work, right? Of acceptance, of compassion, and of love without blame and shame. It's super important. Any questions about that? So why do people, hey Laura, why do people stay stuck in these patterns? They are not willing, and actually I posted this question in my Creative Priestess School today, my facilitator training, because I wanted, they've all done the karmic alchemy work, and we've done a lot of work on the family line. It's so important when you're stepping into your own leadership to really get clear about releasing these patterns and freeing yourself and claiming your creativity and your life force from these patterns, right? And one of my amazing students, April, was like, we pretend we can't do the deeper work, or we're choosing not to do the deeper work of honesty, right? Or of transparency, or of compassion and acceptance, and really taking emotional responsibility. So that's why people stay stuck in these patterns, because they sweep it under the rug and they think it's easier. But the consequences, right? The karmic effects of not telling the truth, of keeping those secrets and lies, perpetuate, and they create so much shadow within the family line and within people's sense of self too, because energetically something's up, right? I mean, think about your own family line. Like, what are the secrets? Maybe there was a child born that was given up to adoption that nobody talked about, or maybe, there's so much. Maybe there were affairs. Maybe there were, right? Everyone can probably relate to this on some level and has a story. Everyone has a personal story of this. It is universal. And it really does affect an individual's psyche when born into a system that's not whole, right? That isn't wholly transparent and speaking the truth. Right, Lisa? Hey, guys. So let me know if this resonates for you. If you're interested and you want to break these cycles, you want to join me on November 1st. I'm doing on All Souls Day, Thursday. This Thursday, I am doing a family karmic release ceremony and intensive. If you're interested, book with me a private karmic assessment. It is a complimentary, we'll just go through your family line and identify the patterns that keep showing up that are blocking you from claiming your full self-expression, from claiming your dreams, from living fully in who you are. These are deep subconscious patterns that are really, if you're not bringing them into consciousness, and if you're not doing this deeper soul work, they're going to block you, right? They're going to block your creative self-expression. They're going to keep you in patterns of victimization. And they, if something is like still blocked in your life, there's a deeper root, right? If you have something that keeps coming up that you haven't been able to break free, book a session with me, because this can be really enlightening. Usually there is a deep subconscious family karmic imprint. And once you break through that, you can claim the gifts of your ancestry, right? Because you're not trying to manage all of these belief systems that get created subconsciously. That's the best way I can describe it right now. And you can free yourself to live a fully self-expressed life beyond your wildest dreams. So book a session with me if you feel called. This is deep soul work. Like, you have to be willing to really sit with the truth and do the deeper inner work. But I will say I make it really fun, playful, creative, and it's very efficient. So I'll talk to you soon, and join me for tomorrow. I think tomorrow, what are we going to talk about tomorrow? Hold on just a second, let me go to my list. Oh, tomorrow we're talking about scarcity. This is one of my favorite topics. So lack, scarcity, scarcity mindedness. If you have ancestors that lived in the Depression, you most likely still have cords and trauma around the depression, which can create learned behaviors and emotions about money and provision and abundance that can block you unless you bring it into consciousness and you clear it. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Hey, Melissa. Hey, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Again, write comments. Let me know if this resonates for you, and feel free to book a session if you feel called and you want to break this cycle. I mean, just bringing it into awareness. Hey, Anna Sophia. Hi, Laura. Hey, guys. Is super powerful. All right. Thanks, Sam. Yeah, I love doing these videos. So thanks so much for your comments, and have a great day. Bye for now.